Hi, welcome you beautiful souls to a new series. In this series, I'm going to be using My Goddess. If you guys don't know much about that, I will leave a link in the description to the wiki page about it. It's a old anime, but the story behind it is good. So I'm going to be pulling inspiration for some characters that I'm adding into My Hero Academia. Basically, I'm doing an My Goddess X My Hero Academia using the My Hero Academia world with characters from Oh My Goddess for the English viewers. So, that being said, let's get into the start of our story. This part 0 is going to be a little shorter than usual because I just want to go over a base of characters and a little bit of the backstory. This may be a 30-minute video, but most likely it will be a shorter one because I'm not sure. In any case, I'll keep going with it if I feel comfortable with the story so far. So again, let's get into our story. Many years ago, Hasashi had saved a couple that he saw falling. And, he didn't really need to save them, but he does. And the gentleman that's with the couple offers him cash rewards. Sasashi keeps saying no, and the guy kind of finally says, "Well, how about this? In the future, one of your kids will have an arranged marriage." And Hasashi's like, I can't accept that. And the gentleman's like, "No, sir, you have a pure heart, and it's the least I can do. You said you don't want anything for yourself, but..." And the gentleman's thinking, and he's like, damn, that would be spoilers if I tell him that his son's going to be quirkless. So, he kind of convinces Sasashi to go along with a arranged marriage of his firstborn with their secondborn, is what the gentleman has told him. And after 6 months to a year of him actually talking to this guy, and the guy constantly asking him to so that he can repay his kindness, Hisashi finally agrees. Because he had already, the guy offered to help him get a wife, but he said he's already married. So we're going to cut to a few years, several years down the line. Let's see, Inko was 42 currently in the anime, so that would put her at 36 minus 10. That would put her at 26 when Izuku was born. So we're cutting to a few years later. Deku is born. Nothing remarkable is notable about him. And, life for the Midoriyas pretty much go on just as usual. But Hasashi has been thinking, what I agreed to, is that really going to come to? In any case, Hasashi ends up taking a job overseas and to make money for his family and everything. And, when Izuku is about 5 years old, just like in canon, it's deep that he's going to be quirkless. And, Izuku's upset by this, but unlike in canon, he's not really destroyed about this. He's not giving up on being a hero, but he just doesn't know how he's going to go about it. So, the incident where Akatsuki tells him to go jump off the building. I'm going to do that little scene a little bit earlier. I'm going to say this happens to about when Izuku is about 12, almost 13, so that I can do a little something. So Izuku, he's been told that when he turned, actually, we'll do this. It will be at he'll do it at 11. He's 10 and a half. So Izuku is sat down by his parents and told that Hisashi kind of laughs and Inko kind of slaps him on the back of the head, saying like making a promise like that was ridiculous. And Izuku's like, Dad, Mom, what's going on? And Hisashi basically explains that many years ago he agreed to an arranged marriage. And, well, Izuku's a little freaked out by this, but he's like, so I've been engaged like my whole life? And Izuku's a little freaked out by this. But then Hisashi says, I'm sorry, son, it's just, he can't, like, the girl's dad constantly pestered me about it and everything. And, well, you know, like, it would be good for you. Like, their family has money, and you being, and Izuku's like, Dad, you don't have to be upset that I'm quirkless. I want to become a hero no matter what. And so this changes Izuku's mentality a little bit. He's wondering what kind, for like 6 months, he begins to like start working out, and he's always been helping people out. People that are in trouble, he tries to help them out the best that he can, being like a kid. Basically, he's taken on the brunt of like bullies and stuff for some kids, and he has been getting watched by a particular girl from a different dimension. And she's like, Daddy, is that him? Is that really him? Is that the guy that you... And the older gentleman basically says, yes, sweetie, that is him. But it's in a few more years. We'll send you down there to help him out. And so this little girl is just thinking, it's like, he's such a kind person, and she's basically has been watching him for many years now. And, well, Bella Dandy, she's like herself in the anime. She's very caring and very loyal, but she understands that her father made this arrangement, and she's a little upset about it. So one day, their family moves to the human world so that Bella Dandy can start aging at a human rate. Because she's only, well, spoilers, I'm not going to say that, but she is going to start living in the human world. So about 6 months later, Izuku, and this is about the time that they're going to move there. About 6 months later, Izuku is writing notes in his notebooks, and the bell for class rings, and Deku, he is feeling a little upset because all day he's been getting bullied and everything. And, well, Kachan, he basically walks up to Izuku, and he basically tells him, it's like, you want to know how you can, there's a way that you could potentially get power, you damn nerd. One moment. So Akatsuki's like, there's one way that you could probably get like a quirk. And Izuku looks up and was like, really? And he's like, yeah, go take a nosedive off the freaking building, you worthless, you quirkless loser. Maybe in your next life you'll be blessed with a quirk. Though it won't be as great as mine, creating some explosions and blowing up the notebook. Izuku is like Katsuki and his goons kind of walk out of the classroom laughing. And Izuku, he's feeling really depressed because the past 6 months he's really been getting bullied, like really hard. So after everyone clears out, he basically makes his way up to the top of the building. And he's like, maybe Kochan's right. Maybe if I do it, but... So then Izuku he steps to the ledge and he jumps off and he's like, please Almighty, grant me with a quirk in my next life. I don't want to be living in this world. People are too cruel. And all of a sudden, when Izuku gets like halfway down, he's caught by an older girl. And, well, to him, like an older girl. And, well, she's like, do you know how stupid that was? You could have died. And Izuku's like, yeah, but I'm quirkless. There's no reason for me to be here. And Betrothed basically says, so what, you're quirkless? Being quirkless doesn't mean anything. And Izuku's like, yeah, but you have an amazing quirk. You can fly. And Betrothed, like, kind of giggles a little bit. And she's like, you shouldn't let other people, like, get you down. I know you can become... I heard you, like, in the hallways, like yesterday, today, that you want to be a hero, but everybody was always bullying. You can be a hero, you know. And the Izuku his face, like the look on his face, and he's like, you really think I can be a hero? And he like smiles and he says, I know you can be a hero. So that day, Izuku gets home and tells his mom that he met a strange girl. She was dressed strangely, but she kind of helped him out to deal with some things that he wasn't particularly doing well with. And, well, we cut to about 3.5 years later, and Izuku has somewhat forgotten about the little girl that saved his life. He didn't really tell his mom because he figured that his mom would get really upset and it would cause more issues. So he vaguely remembers the girl because he can't because gods aren't supposed to interfere with mortal life, but because of Belladendi's father's rules and everything, but this is going to be a little different. It's something her father agreed to, so it's going to be a fun one. So Izuku's 13, and he's kind of gotten into music, so he basically is at the music store one day. And on his way out, he sees this girl that is looking like she's kind of lost. And then some guys approach her, and they're bothering her and everything. And Izuku just walks up and says, hey, it's funny seeing you here. And the guy's like, piss off, kid. And Izuku basically grabs the girl's hand and basically runs with her. and they are able to avoid the guys. And, well, Izuku stops, and he's like, whew, that was close. Are you okay? And the girl just smiles at him, and is like, thank you. Like, I didn't need the help, but thank you. And Izuku's like, well, in any case, you should be careful. Like, guys around here, they can be kind of creeps. In Bella Dandy, she's thinking, it's like, and she's like, so do you know who I am? You acted like you know who I am back there. And Izuku's like, oh no, I have no clue who you are, but I just saw that you were uncomfortable and I figured I could help out. And she kind of laughs. And Izuku, she offers to get Izuku something in return. And Izuku says, there's no need for that. And she says, well, I'm kind of lost. I was looking for someone, and, well, I can't seem to find where they live. And Izuku's like, who are you trying to find? And Bella Dandy's like, well, I was supposed to meet with a Miss Inko, and, well, I can't seem to find her. And Izuku's like, no, she says Midoriya. My bad, I misspoke. Midoriya. I'm supposed to meet up with Miss Midoriya, but I seem to have gotten lost. And Izuku's like, oh, you're looking for a Midoriya. Well, I don't know too many Midoriyas around here besides me and my mom. And Bella Dandy's kind of laughing. And she's like, well, do you think your mom would know where they are? And Yasuka's like, well, if their last name's Midoriya, Mom should know because we have a small family. So Izuku, like, offers to bring Bella Dandy to his home. So they spend, like, the rest of the day, like, kind of hanging out. And when Izuku gets, like, he starts getting to his home, Bella Dandy's just kind of giggling and everything. And Izuku is kind of thinking, like, man, she's kind of cute. She's really nice, too. So when he gets home, the door opens up, and there's an older gentleman, like, walking out, and he basically sees Bella Dandy and runs up to her, grabbing her. And he's like, sweetie, you can't run off like that. We're supposed to be meeting. And then he looks, and then he's like, wait, how do you know where they live? And Bella Dandy just looks at her down and says, Daddy, like, it she's kind of laughing a little bit, and then he sees Izuku, and this is when Izuku's mom comes out, and she's just flabbergasted, and she asks Izuku, it's like, Izuku, how do you know her? And Izuku's like, well, I don't know, like, I just felt really calm around her, and, well, she kind of got lost, and she was looking for a Midoriya, and I figured you may know who she's talking about. And this is when Bella Dandy's father and Inko kind of look at each other and then look at their kids and begin to laugh. And Izuku's like, what's so funny, Mom? And Inko's like, baby, come inside. And she invites Bella Dandy's father back in, and Izuku flips out, and he's like, wait, she's the... And then Bella Dandy says, I'm a little upset you don't remember me, kind of pouting. And then Izuku looks at her really well, and he's like, wait, you're the little girl that saved me. And Bella Dandy kind of smiles, and it's like, so you do remember me? And Izuku's like, yeah, but wait, Mom, is she? And Inko kind of laughs and says, yeah, she is. And Izuku is a little taken aback, and he's like, so, wait, we're engaged? And the older gentleman kind of begins to laugh, and he's like, young man, if you don't want to marry my daughter, that's totally on you two. But you two seem to get along. Maybe, how about this? We'll wait until you guys are out of high school. And, well, young man, you have a kind heart. You would be a good match for my little Belladonna. Basically rubbing her head, and Belladonna kind of looks up at her father, smiling. And so this is where I'm going to end this part. I know it's a little short and a little bland compared to my other ones, but I kind of want to do a part 0. This is more of explanatory, and I will retcon this story, but this just kind of gives you an idea of what this series is going to be about. But if you guys like this part, let me know what you think, and I will keep this, but add a little bit more. But there are a few things that I would probably retcon, like Izuku and Belladonna knowing who each other is something that I'm probably going to do with a retcon. So that being said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will try to get the next part to Villain Deku out sometime tonight, if albeit things allow it. That being said, I will see you beautiful souls in the next video.